What is a flipped classroom? Flipped classroom is one way to ensure that the class time is spent in assimilation rather than information transmission. So, the instructor typically finds or creates videos on the topic and students watch these videos before coming to the class, and then the class time is spent in activities and discussions. So, this is the important part of the flipped classroom model, where the class time is spent in activities and discussions. See, often even when we say that, look, I want my students to understand this topic deeply, what essentially we mean as instructor is that we want the student to acquire some level of mastery beyond recall and comprehend levels. So, what we would also as teachers be happy is to help students assimilate the information and to get them to attain that level of mastery. Why is flipped classroom a good idea? Because the class time is spent in assimilation rather than information transmission. Secondly, because the class time is spent in the higher cognitive levels of apply, analyze and create on that topic rather than lower levels of recall and understand. And third, the support of peers and the instructor is available to the student while they are working on these higher cognitive levels. So, if there is a doubt, or if there are some clarification, or if there is some conception that needs to be corrected, all of that can happen while the student is working on this problem or on these activities which are targeting the higher cognitive level. This is an example from one of the courses that I have taught. So, in a course on computer programming where the topic was arrays, the pre-class activity that the student has to do was to watch a video that defines an array. What is an array? So, the video basically says that an array is nothing but a collection of elements, and this is the way to define an array in C++, and then it shows C++ examples on using arrays. So, simple examples of how arrays can be declared in a program and how they can be used in a program. This is the pre-class activity. And then in the class activity, there were two types. One type was to give a worksheet which has problems or programs using arrays. Now, for some of these programs, the program was given and the student had to predict the output. So, in some cases, there are three typical ways in which computer programming can be encouraged. So, one is by asking students to predict the output of some program. In another case is to asking students to debug a given program. And in the third case is by asking them to write programs. So, what we did was to have students predict the output of some of these programs, then debug other programs and also insert missing code into the program. So, what this worksheet actually did for the student was that instead of simply knowing the topic of arrays in theory and having seen some examples of arrays, they now actually work with programs in the class, and wherever they got stuck, they could simply raise their hand and either a teaching assistant or the instructor or one of the peers would be available in order to clarify the point at which they were struck. So, that was actually a good session for the students because they were actually working with the content and not simply listening to the content. The second in-class activity that I did was getting them to write think pair shell activity to write a program to sort the array. So, for example, in the think phase, all that the students had to do was to come up with some pseudocode idea of how can they sort 10 numbers. Suppose 10 numbers are given, what is the mechanism that they can use in order to sort those 10 numbers? So, those 10 numbers are the array Then in the pair phase, the students can go on to work with a partner to write the C++ code for sorting their numbers. And in the share phase, they can go on to looking at comparing their program with the instructor's program to sort the array. So that was a think pair share activity for this flipped classroom.